Hey y'all, Daniel Aaron here, your guide to vibrant living, which these days seems to include a lot about spiritual abundance, which includes financial abundance. I know it's almost like a dirty word in our spiritual circles, but we'll get to that in a minute. First, though, a question for you. Have you ever wondered about, even debated, should I be doing this thing over here that is generous, kind, helping other people, or should I really be more focused on advancing my own, taking care of what I need to do for myself, right? Or have you wondered about the law of karma that says, if you do what's right, it'll come back to you? Well, I don't know, because you look around the world and it doesn't seem like it always works that way. Well, I have debated these things many times, and I'm pleased to share with you a little story of how the universe gave me a very surprising and quick, thorough response to these questions recently. Now, a little while back, I became friends with a guy through a business summit, and then we did something of a deal together. And in the process, we became friends, like really good friends, which was a surprise and a great bonus. And a little ways along into that, I said, look, I don't need to separate it out, a business relationship or a friendship. And I recognize that you have experience and knowledge in the realms of financial abundance, wealth, way beyond what I do, and I would like to learn. Now, a little context, right? One, I know the best way to move forward in anything in life is to have people who are mentors, right? Who's got real experience. And this guy is very much that. He's, had millions upon millions of dollars come in, huge net worth, and he's somebody I respect because he's got a big heart, really kind. Now, me, I've done well in my adult life ever since I had a financial abundance, spiritual abundance breakthrough in my 20s. I've always had plenty. And what I didn't learn is so well how to be a steward of money, right? And that's an important component of it too. So a few years ago, I had a setback. And from that, I said, ooh, I need to learn about this stuff. I got some gaps in my education. Anyway, so my friend, he says, yeah, sure. Of course, I'd be happy to share, help you out however I can. Great. Well, progress a month or two later, he's got a very interesting opportunity going on, which is what we call, I won't get into the details, but a pre-ICO. So it's like an IPO, initial public offering. It's an ICO, initial coin offering in the cryptocurrency realm, and pre meaning it's before it's even public. Right. So this is the kind of thing that in investment circles is kind of risky because it's not publicly traded. There isn't that stability about it. And without going further into details, it's also got a lot of upside potential, but it's certainly not for everyone because there's very little information about it. It depends on a certain level of trust for the people involved. So because of my trust for him, I said, sure, yeah, I want to get involved in that. Thank you. That's exciting. And as it developed a little bit further, I said, well, could I share it with anyone else? And after a little time, he said, yeah, you know what, there's still room. If you want to share it with anyone, you can. So this is all happening in a very short period of time. And then I say to him, I see that you have invested all you can. And this is a guy who's put millions of dollars into this opportunity. To the point where he actually sold a car, he sold a computer off, like he's really getting all the liquid capital he can in order to put into this because he believes in it so much. Yet he still had options open. So he was calling friends and associates and saying, hey, there's this possibility. Would you like to be involved in it? Now, what puzzled me about that was I said, I'll call him John. Ooh, isn't that an inventive name? But to protect his privacy, I said, John, now you're going to get what you can out of this. You're offering this to other people like me. You're not getting a commission on that. You're not getting anything from doing that. So why are you working so hard now to offer this to other people? And then we were on a phone call at the time, and there was a sudden quiet, and to the point where I thought, did I lose him? Did we lose the call? And then he comes back. He's like, that's not obvious. Boy, did I feel like an idiot then. I was like, well, not to me. It's not obvious. And then he says, well, because if I can help people in such a powerful way, if I could put millions of dollars into somebody's pockets, well, that's going to mean a lot to them, right? And they're going to remember that. I remember when people helped me get ahead in really big ways. I remember that forever. So of course I thought, oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and it's a combination there. It's I want to do good for other people. And also this is like putting a deposit into our relationship. And of course, life is about relationships, and so is business. So, okay, well, that inspired me. And I thought, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to tell a few more people. And I told a few people, but not so many, because I was like, well, I got other things to do and it might be uncomfortable. And I don't know if I can explain it all. And there's some risk involved. And what if it goes bad somehow? It's a very small chance, but what if it does? And then they blame me or I feel responsible. But in any case, after what he told me, I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go beyond my own comfort and see if I can really help some other people. So I reached out to a few more people. One of them responded quickly and he's like, wow, this is fantastic, exciting. I connected him. I'll call him Bob, another inventive name. I connected Bob with John. They had a great conversation. Next morning, I get a message from Bob. Now, Bob, I know several years now, because years ago when I was kind of reinventing my business and going online with education and coaching, a friend put me in touch with Bob and said, he's got this great educational platform. It's top of the line. It's the Cadillac. So I connected with Bob, and sure enough, he has this very sophisticated online platform. And yes, he can help me build my membership site, and it's going to be awesome and wonderful. And it's $10,000. I didn't have $10,000 at the time. I somehow scrounged together a quarter of that. He was happy with that. I gave him a quarter of that amount. The rest of it we're going to pay off from the initial sales of the membership, which would happen really quick. Didn't happen really quick. What happened is we did a lot of work together on it. He really tried to support me, but it didn't go the way he thought, the way I thought, the way in some ways he'd promised. So I was left owing him $7,500, which was still a really lot to me. Life went on, and I learned this and that and developed other things and other offerings. And in the back of my head, I owe Bob this money, but also we kind of both messed up a little bit in it, and I'm going to pay him, but I really don't have that kind of extra money to pay for now. So at some point, I'm going to pay him this money back. Well, turns out the message I got from Bob the next morning was, hey, Daniel, just want to say thank you for connecting me to John and that opportunity, and how you invited me into that blockchain alliance, which is doing really well for me. You know what? Those two things are so powerful, so helpful, so abundant for me. I'm really grateful, and I want to express that by clearing your debt away, forgiving your debt. So, do you think when I shared with him about the opportunity with John, it was because I thought I was going to get reward? No, it wasn't. Not at all. I just thought, you know what? That's something I can do for him that will potentially make a big difference. And as John had said, right, because people remember the fact that he came back the next day and essentially put $7,500 into my pocket by forgiving that debt was just such an unexpected bonus. So I share that with you, not to impress you. And, I don't know for you if that sounds like a lot of money or little money. None of that's really the point. The point is, it was for me one of those moments where the universe says, hey, if you focus on others, if you focus on helping, if you give without seeking to get, you will be rewarded. And the way that came around so quickly, just, it really did open my heart. It was a moment of awe for me that the universe works that way. So I hope, my friend, that was entertaining a little bit, interesting maybe, and best of all would be if it's useful for you. All right, enough for now. Thank you so much. I hope you are living a fantastic, amazing, vibrant life. See you soon. Aloha.